cable network in America. And you got to stay tuned just 30 minutes from now. After us, coming up is National Report with Bob Sellers and Allison Maloney, bringing you all the news of the day. Straight news, real people, real talk. While we were away, Frankie, on that commercial, we got a message from our good friend out in San Francisco, Fog City Midge, and she's watching like she always does. Great friend of the show, spreading the liquid lunch word out there on the West Coast. But she asked of me and you where the best cannoli joint is in America, in her view, in my view.
Well, in New York. In
New York, I guess. But if you're getting cannolis, it's got to be from New York. Let's be reasonable here. Unless you got some New Yorkers transplanted somewhere else, they may have some great cannolis that I don't know about. But if you ask me, you got to go online, and you got to go to Alfonso's Bakery in Staten Island, New York.
Alfonso's is very good.
And you will get the finest cannoli you have ever had.
Is that Alfonso's?
I believe it is.
Because they do that, the big cannoli with the mini cannolis inside.
Right, with the mini cannolis inside, and then when you're all done, you break off these pieces and you dunk them in the extra
like a
cream.
chip.
You got that, Nico? Look at that.
I'm not going to disagree with you on that. I think Alfonso's is great. Staten Island, part of their regimen. So if we're talking Manhattan, there are...
She asked for the best, not in each borough. But now, where do you think the Manhattan cannoli is?
So Cafe Palermo in Little Italy is terrific, and Venero's in the Village is terrific, but a lot of people say that Ferrara's is the best in Manhattan. I happen to prefer Cafe Palermo, but honestly, they're all so good that you're a winner no matter where you go out of those places.
If you're eating a cannoli, you're a winner.
You're ahead
in
of the
first place. And I'm in moderate ketosis right now, so I'm trying to lay off the...
I can tell, yes.
The cannolis, but... So what's happening? I know I got my brother out there on the streets. The man on the street is going to be with us in just a minute.
Well, just so people can plan their afternoons tomorrow night, their afternoons tomorrow, I have just been informed that my appearance on National Report with Allison Maloney and Bob something has been canceled. I just got the word, shockingly, after I called him Bob something and we criticized the fact that they spent...
I didn't criticize anything.
I criticized the fact that they spent 5 minutes on a missing dog, but then 40 seconds talking about our show. I was informed, I am so sorry, but I need to cancel tomorrow. So you will not see me on National Report tomorrow afternoon. And the big...
Doesn't matter whether Frank's on or not.
We'll still be up there.
We'll be up there for the Secret Santa. And whether Frank's on or not, you got to keep your channel tuned to Newsmax at 2 o'clock. For National Report, which is a great news show right here on Newsmax.
That's true.
We've had Allison on the show before, and she was a wonderful guest.
She's great.
I was thrilled to see the network put her in such a great spot, and hopefully we can deliver them some audience.
All right, well...
Or at least some cannolis.
I brought champagne last week when I was on to congratulate them on there.
You want to know how to get canceled from a national cable news show? In your first appearance on the show, you bring a bottle of Moet. And then your next appearance gets canceled. So maybe next time, don't bring them away.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, the Burning Man organizers are suing the U.S. Bureau of Land Management over permit fees. Now, the nonprofit group that runs Burning Man claims it's been overcharged millions of dollars by the federal government for fees related to the annual Burning Man festival in Nevada's Black Rock Desert. Burning Man organizers say the BLM has failed to provide justification for nearly $3 million it charges every year for a permit to hold the gathering. So we'll see where that goes.
Not that interested.
You're not interested? Okay.
What else is going on? Who cares about Burning Man? I mean, I guess the young people do, but, you know.
Well, you were young
I'm a Burning Man. Every time you start talking to me about this impeachment stuff, that's a Burning Man.
Yeah, I hear
I'm burning up inside. I'm ready to pop a gasket because Nancy Pelosi has the article of his impeachment. Right. Here, we have them. We're right here. We're going to turn them over to the Senate. We're going to get rid of this president. Oh, no.
Now, John, it's no secret that the Chinese government was helping tech giant Huawei. Still, how much help is a bit shocking. Listen to what we're learning today. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that the Chinese government gave Huawei about $75 billion in support so it could rival Apple and Samsung. Now, to me, This proves exactly why it was foolish to not institute these new Chinese tariffs, because American industries can't compete when you have a government, the Chinese government in this case, putting its thumb on the scale and giving an edge to competing industries like this.
It's out of control. And what people don't realize is China is on this 100-year plan. See, they don't care about their people. They don't care if they're overworked and underpaid. They don't care if they're starving. They don't care if they get any equal rights. They don't care about the money. They don't care about any of that. What they want is global domination. And over 100 years, China wants to dominate us. And you know what they're doing? They're taking that $75 billion that Frankie was talking about, and they're going to all these small countries like in the Caribbean and all around America, okay? And they're saying, hey, we're going to give you this new 5G network, this special new thing, our company Huawei. They're taking control of these countries' infrastructure. And at some point, all these countries that are beholden to them, they're building airports, they're building ports for ships, and they're taking over their infrastructure, meaning roads, highways, and their communications networks. So China is little by little surrounding us in all these other countries in South America with their 5G. And if we let it in here, at some point they're going to say, you know what, we're going to shut the phones off, we're going to shut the lights off, and we're going to roll tanks into the U.S., and we will be in for some serious problems. So thank God President Trump was elected, because he's the first guy in decades to push back on China, and they're feeling the pain. So you're not going to be feeling much pain when we come back right after this, because we're going to have the man on the street talking to people out on the streets of Manhattan about the news of the day. We'll take a quick break and come back at you with my brother Derek right after this.